Hi, this is Boyan Zheng from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. The topic of my presentation is long-term impacts of early life family instability on adulthood depression, the role of genetic sensitivity and time. To begin with, I would like to first introduce the background of my research. Family instability is typically defined as loss and addition of parental roles due to divorce, remarriage, or other changes. And it is known that family instability is related to adverse outcomes such as worse educational attainment or worse adulthood mental health. But existing literature on adulthood mental health expresses some limitations. First, this literature focused exclusively on divorce as the only type of family instability, but neglecting other changes. And second, existing literature did not consider the potential moderating role of genetics and life timing or age. In order to stress the existing limitations, I would like to propose following research questions and hypotheses. First, the social scientific theory of family instability stresses that both positive and negative family structural changes could be influential. So I would first hypothesize that family instability, irrespective of the types of changes, is related to poorer adulthood mental health. And second, driven by the genetic sensitivity theory, I would hypothesize that the association between family instability and poorer adulthood mental health is stronger among people with higher genetic sensitivity. And finally, the age as leveler argument stresses that early life disadvantages due to family instability could weaken over time. So I would make two further hypotheses. First, the association between family instability and poorer adulthood mental health could be weaker in older ages. And second, the moderation effect of genetic sensitivity could also be weaker in older ages, or in other words, the J/E effect could weaken over time. To test my research hypothesis, I will use waves 3, 4, and 5 of the AdHealth data, which covers the early and middle adulthood of the AdHealth respondents from age 18 to age 44, and I will use about 5,000 participants who are genetically identified as white ancestry. And I will use CESD scale as the measure of adulthood mental health. And my moderator would be the PGS variable for anxiety and the time varying or with specific age. And finally, my model will be mixed effects model with random intercepts and slopes. I would also like to provide more details about measuring family instability. An advantage of AdHealth is that it has complete family structure history before age 12, and this allows us to measure a variety of different family changes. And based on the AdHealth data, I categorized the two types or two directions of changes. The first one is positive change, which describes the addition of step-parents or biological parents into the household. And conversely, the negative changes refer to the loss of step-parents or biological parents from the household. And both variables are continuous measures of the cumulative numbers of such changes that a respondent experienced before age 12. So let us jump to the results. In the baseline model, we can see positive coefficients for both types of family changes. This evidence provides support to our first hypothesis that any types of family changes could be related to poor adulthood mental health. And then we can observe a significantly positive interaction coefficient between PGS and negative family change. This provides support for our second research hypothesis that genetic sensitivity could exaggerate the association between family instability and poor adulthood mental health. And finally, we can also see a significantly negative 3-way interaction coefficient between age, PGS, and negative family change. This suggests that the genetic moderation effect could weaken over time, which supports our fourth hypothesis. However, we observe no time by family instability interaction, which suggests a stable effect of of family change. And second, we also observe no PGS by positive family change interaction effect. To summarize, this research makes threefold contributions. First, we are the first to find that the genetic sensitivity moderates the association between childhood family instability and adulthood mental health. And second, we also found that the genetic moderation effect declines by time. This indicates that time may be a critical component in J/E effects. And finally, we found that the main effects of family instability persist into middle adulthood. This indicates that the disparities in mental health due to family instability may be very long-lasting. So that's all for this presentation, and thank you very much for listening.